Hello, Serendipitous here with another video for the TTRPG shelf, and here I have something that I did not think that I would really own. I don't know what this flap is for necessarily, I guess for air, I don't know, whatever. Just a random plastic box. But here we have 3D dungeon tiles. Um, I'm not big on using maps as a DM. Like I enjoy using them, and I do have one of those Chess X roll up maps where like you can write on with a marker and stuff. But it's a bit, but I'm not really going to show that off because that's a bit of an old map, and I made several terrible, embarrassing rookie mistakes with taking care of it, like using the wrong type of marker at one point, and also forgetting to like rub off the map, and so now I'm pretty sure it's ruined. Um, I do like using maps like in person and like digitally if I'm able to, if I'm prepared enough for it. But I just for years I just never thought that I would ever have the time or the money to invest in, or the energy really to invest in like 3D miniatures things, right? And plus, another thing that I have not been a fan of when it comes to like dungeon tiles maps like this is that yeah, these look cool, but you can really only make like unless you have like hundreds and hundreds of tiles or maybe thousands of them, you can really only make a dungeon with like 3 or 4 rooms or something like that at most. And usually, and in most of my like sessions, a group would go through a lot more than just those rooms or something. So anyway, sometimes it feels limited. Like it often feels limited to me unless I'm using like an online tool or something. So why do I have these? Basically, uh, about a year or so ago, we had a neighbor who was basically selling these. Like he and his wife determined that he had too many other projects going on, and he felt like he wouldn't be able to like finish making these or whatever, and so he was looking for someone to basically sell these off to. He knew that I was a dungeon master and so a game master. So he showed them to me and had me try them out a bit. And basically, I think I purchased all this from him for like I don't know, $50 or $60 or something like that. I'm pretty sure this is all like 3D printed and everything, and a lot of it works pretty well. Here, let me show you how it works. It's basically magnet based. So at the bottom of if it's completed, and then at the bottom there's these little magnets strewn about, and so then you can take 2 of these and stick them together like that, and they lock pretty well. So yeah, you could do that essentially. But yeah, same thing. Just the magnet strength is kind of weak, but it's all you need to basically just keep it together on the table. And it also locks on each square, which is really nice because I'm guessing because there's a little magnet in each of these little segments here. That's basically the idea, and very similar idea to all of these tiles with walls. There are a bunch of things that are not quite finished, like there's a bunch of these top sections. There are several tiles that don't have magnets in them yet, but basically included everything that I would need to complete it. Gorilla glue, extra magnets, and things like that. Also, just randomly, it kind of came with a couple of little miniatures. Basically, yeah, these 2 things. Basically the same miniature, just different sizes, I guess, from Hero Forge, I suppose. But yeah, I have used these tiles for a couple of TTRPG sessions, and yeah, it's kind of cool. Sometimes it does feel a little bit gimmicky or whatever, but it's especially useful for like maybe a boss battle or something like that. And that's probably what I will generally use them for. Like for example, I built when I used these for a battle against Strahd von Zarovich in Curse of Strahd. Basically like the final battle and like building out the general layout of Strahd's tomb and everything. And I used it for a couple other boss battles as well. But yeah, it's kind of it's kind of neat, and maybe it does look cool and impressive when you can like build a little dungeon with all these tiles. But yeah, also unfortunately right now I don't usually have people coming over to my house to play D&D. The groups I'm playing with right now are generally online. But these are nice to have. And honestly, usually dungeon tiles like these are pretty expensive. And so I figured, you know, $50-ish for all these things. Not bad. I was happy to take them off his hands. And now I have this little collection of tiles that I can just sort of have and use, which is nice. So yeah, anyway, there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, all the best.